So hey guys, this is Coach Josh. Um, you guys that don't know me, you guys that don't know me, so Jevik's dad, of course. My son has, most of you guys seen, he has a really rare autoimmune disease that he got 4 years ago, and then he was doing real well, and then, over the past, um, realistically, over the past 8 to 10 months has gotten really rough. The past month and a half has been really rough. So he got his second treatment of chemo infusion on Tuesday. Both treatments went really well. He didn't really get sick. It wears you out, of course, um, but the treatments went well. How is he doing? People have been asking me. Uh, to be totally honest with you, not that good. Just keeping it real with you. Uh, what he has is like, I don't want to make a long tutorial video on it. That would be something I could do someday. But most of you's not really gonna watch it. I feel like most people only really watch something when it happens to them, and then they try to find information on it. I'm no different than you, so I'm the same way. But in a nutshell, you have different types of autoimmunes. Like an autoimmune can attack your thyroid, which is like Hashimoto's and Graves' disease. You can have there's Lyme's disease that attacks different people, their joints, whatever. But uh, the pandas, the autoimmune disease that he has, the rare one that he has, it attacks your brain, and the infection is in your body, but it goes and attacks your brain, and it causes your brain to have inflammation, and then that inflammation causes you to have verbal tics, motor tics, extreme levels of OCD, like off the hook, Tourette's type symptoms, head racing to where you can't sleep. So, can he function as like walking and doing those things? Yes. If you broke into my house, he would choke the shit out of you and 1, 2, 3 kick, like all that stuff he can still do. But the problem is, we have to remember our brain is our command center. It tells our entire body what to do. So if your brain cannot function in a normal setting, then you really can't function. Yeah, you can go to the bathroom and walk up steps, but how can you concentrate to do this task or concentrate to do that task? So that's why I said, like, he can't do any of that. Like, since he had the treatments, it's kind of a waiting game. I feel like all of us, me included, as much as I want my son or anybody for that matter to get better, I feel like we're so used to take a pill and you're better in a couple days, but not everything works that way. He basically has, like I think I said it earlier, and I'm rambling a little bit, but he basically has, like a brain injury. The brain has an inflammation, it has an infection, and it messes up all that stuff. So it's like a brain injury. So therefore, it's going to take time from the treatment. Hopefully it works like it should. It's going to take time for uh, the Rituxan chemo to fight the infection. It's in his system and in his brain for the inflammation to go away. So they'll start to see improvements. It's just not going to be, oh, he got a treatment and next week he's better. Unfortunately, it's just not going to work that way. I have a really difficult time. Part of the reason why I haven't made a video is just because, I've been really upset, really exhausted. My wife's exhausted. Um, and I gotta say, my son, he's tough as shit. He is just tough. Like, I haven't really seen him, but maybe 1 or 2 times, like, where he doesn't like pity. He doesn't do the pity stuff. I've never heard him really say why me. He just wants to get better. You have to figure he's spent his entire life on the mat training. Like, he started training when he could walk. I had him on exercise balls, moving him around. So I mean, he hasn't been training. He hasn't trained since like July, beginning of July, July 1st. So it's been 2.5 to 3 months. I mean, he can't. He can walk, but he can't concentrate to train or do anything like that. It's not even, words can't describe. Like, I would do a video so you could see him and the way he talks and stuff, but I don't want to be disrespectful towards him, and I would never want to do it to be like a mockery. I don't think people understand like the level at which how bad it affects someone, because we always just see someone as a being, not as the injury inside their brain. But um, anyway, like I can't imagine what he's going through. I can only try to be there for him. So I'm not going to pretend that I'm him, because I'm not. Uh, so I want to, I just hope at the end of the day, like, I hope that he comes through this and he has a story to tell, and that he's a special kid, and I hope that his story reaches somebody else and he can inspire somebody. But I want to really thank my sister, who has really gone after the GoFundMe, and she's trying to bring awareness to, not just to him, but for people like this. I mean, I will tell you, my wife and I spent $13,600 in the past 2 weeks on the chemo infusion, because it's not covered, because it's a rarity. So they don't. I mean, you'd be better off having cancer. I mean, it would be covered then, right? So it's just ridiculous. And then that's not counting the $15,000 we spent out of pocket for the IVIG treatment, the hemoglobin, done 4 years ago, and it worked, but the infection is still active and fighting. So the Rituxan chemo infusion is a more aggressive way to try not just to like prevent it now, but try to get rid of it. So the longevity of his life, he'll be good. That's what we're hoping. But my sister's been really proactive, trying to get the message out there, try to get people to understand. I got to thank, Jevik's got a good support system around him. But I know from all too well, like on them dark nights, man, it's just you and the man upstairs when you're laying there and your head's racing. Like, people can hold your hand all you want, but so at the end of the day, as much as you have a support system, there's times where you're just, you are alone. You're alone in your head, and I think that's what makes this really rough. It's not like he can mentally push through this tough time. Like, he's a tough kid, but when your brain is not functioning on a normal basis, and you're repeating stuff, and you're the 10, 20 times because of the inflammation, like, it's difficult. I had one time my body was attacking me, and I had like an inflammation in all my joints, and I couldn't do 5 push-ups because my elbows just ached, but my muscles were strong. And then after the inflammation went away, I'm fine. When it's your brain, it's just another situation. So anyway, my sister, I'm sure, will tag this video. So if you want to help support the GoFundMe, right now we're at a kind of a standstill. You got 2 treatments. Now it's kind of a waiting game. We're waiting to the chemo Rituxan infusion to fight the B cells so it can fight the infection and kind of reset his body and reset his brain on the right path. If after a couple months, he gets better, but then has a hiccup, then he'll get another treatment. I mean, it's sad. It's just a waiting game. Also, we have you guys that train October 10th and 11th. We're having a catch wrestling camp. I think it's 9:30 to 3:30 with Coach Joel Bain, Anthony Arguellos. There'll be a bunch of black belts here in jiu-jitsu, wrestlers, catch wrestlers here. It's obviously $60 for one day, or you can come to both days, Saturday and Sunday. Excuse me. It's here at Tactical Combat Academy and Mixed Martial Arts. But if you want to donate. But if you want to donate and you can get something out of something too, everyone has, like, come to the seminar. Like, all the proceeds from the seminar go to my son's GoFundMe. So shout out to Snake Pit USA and Coach Joel Bain. Their family to me. He's just a great human being. His wife Anastasia is a great human being. Anyway, I don't want to keep rambling on, but anyway, you guys that have donated to the GoFundMe, I can show you the receipt to the bills. Like, the money's going to that, because I'm usually the one that gives. I'm the other person. So for me to receive something, it's kind of difficult for me to be totally honest with you. I'm usually on the other end of it, helping people. But anyway, I greatly appreciate it. Angela, I know you donated a bunch. So I definitely appreciate it. My son appreciates it, and I'll do my best to keep you guys posted. Thanks again. God bless you, and have a great day.